Hey, what's going on, the peeps? It's your homie Usman Unchained. Welcome back to another video. Thank you for being here. I'm going to share with you something strange today. But this strange something that I'm about to share with you could be so fruitful in your life. So I encourage you to watch through to the entire end and bear with me as I share with you this strange yet powerful concept. Now, just a few months ago, I was at a gathering. This was an Islamic gathering here in Liverpool, full of people, all kinds of men and women there, gathering on a Thursday evening to deepen our faith and our connection to Allah, okay? Our connection to God, our connection to the divine, our spiritual connection. And so I'm at this gathering. And at the end of the gathering, one of the brothers there that's in charge of facilitating the event, facilitating the space and managing people coming in and out, he introduces me to three brothers. He introduces me to three guys I've never met before, and he says, hey, these brothers have come down from Birmingham, and I want you to show them around Liverpool, yeah, because they don't know this place, and they're new here, and they haven't got anyone else to show them around. Is that something you could do? I said, of course, man. It would be my honour to show them around the city. And so, after the event, we went out, we got some food, okay? We had a beautiful time. Just talking, connecting, discussing faith, deepening our connection for one another, with one another. It was beautiful. And there was just a really nice and authentic connection between us too. Yeah, there was honesty, there was transparency. I was able to speak to them about everything that I do, meditation, yoga, coaching, and I didn't feel like I had to hide anything from them. We were transparent with one another. It was good. So they go back off to Birmingham. A few weeks later, I see them again at the event. It was a surprise. And on that night, they needed a place to stay. And so it was pretty last minute. But I made some arrangements and they were able to come and stay. Okay? They were able to come and stay. Now, this is my mother's home, by the way. So I asked my mother, I said, can these guys come and stay? I know it's short notice, but I need your permission. I want to respect you as the keeper of this household. She said, yes, that's okay. So they come hours late. They were so late. And I was irritated. I was a bit frustrated with the fact that they were late. Stay listening here, okay? Because this is where it gets deep. I was frustrated with them. I was growing impatient. They were taking a lot longer than they said that they would. And there's me thinking, you guys are so disrespectful. We offer you the home, short notice. You should come immediately. Yeah. They came hours late into the night, just before midnight really. We prayed. We went to sleep. They were up first thing in the morning and they were gone. Yeah. Now, just a few weeks ago, okay, like weeks and weeks and months pass from then until just a few weeks from today. One of the brothers had gone to Yemen to deepen his study in Islam, to deepen his faith and his connection to Allah, his connection to God. And he was so sincere about this study and this deepening of his faith that he went all the way to Yemen to go and seek out and pursue real teachings, real experience. Just a few weeks ago, this brother was 23 years old. I get a message on WhatsApp telling me that he died on a Friday on his way to the mosque, and he was 23. You get me? Now, why did I tell you the story? Why did I tell you the story? First and foremost, I know for sure that this brother, may peace be upon him, he would have been happy to go in that way because he was there to strengthen his faith. He was well aware that death, our moment, is chosen for us. Okay? We don't know when we're going to go. We don't know when that time is coming. It could be tomorrow. I didn't expect him to die. No one did. And that was the shocking news that I needed to hear, that has given me something powerful this year, which I pray to hold on to even closer, and that is the awareness, day to day awareness that it could be today. It could be today. And if it is today, then how would I wish to go? Am I prepared? Am I preparing? You see, he was only 23, but it was such a beautiful way to go. In Yemen, pursuing what his heart yearned for, which was connection to God, deep connection to God, on a Friday, the holy day for Muslims, on his way to the mosque. Alhamdulillah. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful way to go. That might sound strange to you if you're not familiar with having these kind of conversations and listening to this kind of stuff, but for someone who believes, there is a good way to go and there's a bad way to go. And a good way to go is to be prepared, or at least be immersed in preparing for death. And a bad way to go is to be totally unconscious and in avoidance and in addiction and in sin, deep in sin, with a heavy heart. Okay? So why did I tell you that story? I told you that story because it was a reminder for me. It was a reminder for me that there's good ways to go, there's bad ways to go. It was also a reminder for me that age is irrelevant when it comes to our time of death. No one knew that he was going to go. No one expected he was going to go. He was 23. And there are many young people around the world that pass, whilst many elderly continue to live on. And so our time could be closer than we think. It could be further than we think. I don't know. It's an unknown. How is this applicable to daily life? Well, are you ever just so hard on yourself? You don't allow yourself to be at peace. You don't allow yourself to be happy. You don't allow yourself to rest because you don't feel like you deserve it. What if today was your last day? What if today was your last day? Would you allow yourself that peace? Would you allow yourself to be happy? You see, we're under the illusion that we need to be greatly dissatisfied and greatly hungry in order to move anywhere. That's not necessarily true, although there is truth to that, that we need hunger and drive to move. That drive is insatiable. It's never satisfied. And so, I believe that we operate even better from a place of peace when we allow ourselves to be present. Then we're not in fight or flight. We're not stupid, basically. But we're more resourceful, we're more intelligent. Yeah, we're not operating from fear, but we're operating from higher places, places like gratitude and love and appreciation and purpose. Instead of guilt, shame, fear. These lower vibrations. So, how would you want to go if today was your day? Who would you be? Who would you be? I want you to ask yourself that question. Who would you be if today was the day? If today was the last day? How would you be with the people in your life, with your close ones, with your loved ones, with yourself? Would you give yourself the time of day? If there's something that you're worrying about, It's another way that you can apply it to your life, yeah. There's something that you're worrying about. Ask yourself the question, if this was my last day, would I really give it so much consideration and worry? Would I really care so much? No. Don't sweat the small stuff, yeah. And keeping death and the idea of death close is really good for doing this. Okay, just think how much better you're going to use your time if you keep it that close. That today could be. This isn't a fantasy. This isn't a lie. It could be. He was 23. It could be. You might call your loved ones. You might tell them that you love them. Because you never know. Okay? You might make peace where there's peace to be made. You might heal the wounds that need to be healed. You might forgive where there needs to be forgiveness. You might give where you have the opportunity to give, as opposed to being greedy or clutching onto the material, not giving it, being generous instead, because if you're going to go, you're going to go. Now, of course, there's a balance to be found with this, a balance of preparing for the future and living in the present moment. But I think we all need a dose of what I'm talking about today. And so let this be your reminder that everything is temporary, that life is temporary, and that our time to go is unknown. And the only thing guaranteed for every single one of us is death. So may, inshallah, God willing, may it be a good death. Maybe it be a death where we are clean in our hearts and our souls, where we are steering clearly away from the path of sin and lower vibrations like guilt, shame and fear and apathy and dread. And let us be more in line with the vibrations of love, gratitude, faith, self-actualization, self-mastery, gratitude, if I didn't say it already, generosity, abundance, trust. May we be aligned with those high vibrations. Forgiveness, lightness, yeah. And may we be walking a path that is meaningful enough to our hearts, so that even on that path, if we were to go, we were on the path. We were fully committed on the path, and that's all that matters. He didn't make it back from Yemen, but he was there and he was seeking, and that's what matters. So, much love and peace to the family of Brother Dawood. May he rest peacefully, inshallah. I know he will. For a pious and sincere man he was, very young and sincere. May we be sincere like him. Ameen. If you got some value out of this video, make sure that you like the video, comment, subscribe. Remember, the moral of the story is that everything is temporary. Don't sweat the small stuff. Okay? Let the temporary nature of life motivate and inspire you to give yourself the peace that you deserve. To operate in the way that you would if today was your last. To forgive, to give, to enjoy, to take time, to listen, and to consider who you would be today. To be that version of yourself that you know you are deep down, the one who's not in fear and shame and guilt and scarcity, but the one who's in abundance and gratitude and love and faith and trust. Leave any comments down below if you wish. Much love. Be well. I'll see you in the next one.